insight, and all that is a collective task. We all need to provide our own perspective. We all need to challenge our thoughts and our understanding and our feelings about what we as individuals represent and what we represent as a community and a collective. And films like this just are very powerful, but they reinforce my own personal belief of what makes a difference in this world if you take a stand and honor your own true beliefs and do everything you can to share those with others. And that's the task that we've set upon ourselves, to be able to touch through dance some portion of a new generation, of some, and an older generation that can reflect, and in that process we unite ourselves in our beliefs and potentially reinforce that hope that exists and drives us forward.
I think for me, John, one of the great things about being in an arts organization is that through art, I think everybody today now, especially on television and given all the current news, it's a new way to reach, to resonate with young people. Our job is to plant those seeds, because once those seeds are planted, you will grow and want to learn more, and that's really what the KOBZAR were doing. They were planting seeds wherever they went so that people wanted to know, and through dance, theater, music, whatever it might be, the arts allow us to resonate in a manner which resonates with young people. I mean, for example, all the comedy shows now that we are listening to the news of the day, we're probably getting more news from comedy shows than we are from the real news. We're getting shows on stage that are about civil wars and really what happened, but they're done in a hip-hop fashion. So Ukrainian dance has always been something that resonates not only with youth, but in fact all the community. And I think from John's point of view, it's a great opportunity to plant some seeds, make this story, make the knowledge more accessible. And like this film, they've used drama, very Hollywood-style drama, to bring some of the facts, the integrity of that time, and how it resonates pretty close to what we do today. The daughter.
Okay, it's harder to add something. I would say that this film articulates again about the symbolism, about who was the KOBZAR. So they are known from the very ancient time as people who sing and who deliver some knowledge and some news sometimes about the people. And it connected also to Taras Shevchenko, who is a known person and whose name was reinforced with celebration of his anniversary. However, he was not a KOBZAR. And the characters of this film, we also cannot say for sure if they were as a documentary, but there is again a symbols of Ukrainian values and Ukrainian symbols that connected from the old time through the Soviet history, how it was until our time today.
Are there any other questions from the audience? Josh, you must have a second question.
I do.